Hello, champions. I welcome you to the first class of this term. It's definitely going to be a fun and educative ride as we all continue the journey of becoming an exceptional writer. So, moving on, today's class focuses on the five-step writing process. Of course, you know everything has a process. Number one is pre-writing. Number two, first draft. Number three, revising. And number four is editing. Number five is publishing. I will explain all of this one after the other. Pay attention and do not stray. Number one is pre-writing. Now, this step or process is that time where you have to brainstorm for ideas for a topic. It is a time to think. It is a time to think out of the box for ideas on the particular topic you want to write about. This step or process is also a time to plan your writing, where you divide your writing into three parts: the beginning, middle, and end. The pre-writing stage or process is very, very important, so do not take it for granted because it determines how your writing will come out at the end of the day. So take your time and brainstorm for ideas. Take your time to divide your stories or your topic into three parts. The second process or step is called the first draft. A first draft is also known as a rough draft. It is the very first version of a piece of writing. It is a rough sketch of what your finished work or writing would look like. Now, it is important for you to know that the essence of a first draft is to further flesh out your story and provide it with more details. Don't forget I told you that in the pre-writing step or stage, you plan your writing or outline your writing into three parts, which are the beginning, middle, and end. Now, in this first draft stage, you move away from the outlining stage or the pre-writing stage and write a complete version of your writing or your topic or your story for the first time. Like I said, the first draft is also referred to as a rough draft because it is very, very far from being perfect. So this is the time where you write your story one after the other for the very first time. It is a rough sketch of what your story would look like. Now, the third writing process is called revising. Revising. It is a time to improve your writing, a time to reread your writing, making sure that your writing is presented in an organized way. Ensure your writing has a beginning, middle, and end. In this stage, you can also give out your writing to friends and family members so that they can read it and give you feedback. It is important for you to know that feedbacks are very, very vital because they make you a good writer. They make you a better writer. So by the time you give out your writing to your family members or friends, they make suggestions or corrections, which in turn makes you a better writer. Editing is the fourth writing process. Now, in this stage, it is a time to make corrections, a time to check for errors in capitalization. Did you use capital letters when you're supposed to and in the right place? Also check your punctuations, spellings, word usage, and sentence structure. Editing your work or your writing helps your writing to become meaningful to your readers. Because when your writing is not clear enough, when you make errors, when your punctuations are not clear or your spellings are not correct, whatever you're writing would not make sense to the readers. So in this stage, it is important to sit down and carefully go through your writing, making sure that you edit all errors. The last step, which is the fifth step, is called publishing. Publishing is simply a time to share your work, sending copies of your work to your friends and your family members. It is also a time to read your work or your writing in class so that your classmates can also be aware of what you've written and learn from it. All of these five steps are very, very important. Do not take either of them for granted. When you follow each of these steps, your writing would simply be referred to as exceptional. Pay attention to all five of them and do the right thing. That will be all for today's class, champions. Till I come your way again in the next class, do not stray. Keep writing, and yes, keep being the champion that you are. Bye bye.